this, and maybe we might could help out. And then we're gonna end the video after that. You know, kind of how we do things. You know, how videos start. They have a beginning, middle, and end. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna be a nice blooper thing in the beginning.
So now I think we're gonna talk about dating.
One thing you did say, I'll start right now. Time.
T-I-M-E capitalized.
Why is that so hard? Okay, first of all, let me just say this disclaimer. We're not experts. We're not saying our way is the 100% way to get in a relationship. We're just saying what we noticed, and you know, if someone would ask us our advice, this is what we would say. First one is time. Why are y'all rushing so fast? I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I don't know and maybe because of our age, we knew we had a little more time, and maybe you're in your 30s, you're in 40s, and you feel like you don't have that much time. But if you don't know the person, you don't take the time to figure out the person, and you don't know what you're gonna get.
But one thing, before you even take the time to get to know one another, you need to take time for yourself. You need to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you could have the right guy and screw it up because you really don't know how to deal with yourself and your feelings and your emotions. If you don't know how to deal with you, how can you expect somebody else to deal with you? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like, if you can't, flush through your own emotions, and if you're figuring out, we with our relationship figured out a lot of things about one another and about ourselves. We grew together, if that makes sense. But in the beginning, I knew who I was. I knew what I stood for. I knew my morals. I knew what I was willing to do, what I was willing not to do, and what I expected out of my boyfriend at that time. So if you're just wandering about and it's like, well, I just date whatever. I just do what I want. You're going to be dating a whole bunch of losers because you don't really know what you want, and you're wasting your time and their time. And you let these different spirits come into your pathway that really don't need to be there. Like, really don't. So you have to know and figure out, do you like yourself?
Yeah, figure out what you want. Like,
just figure out, do you like yourself? If I ask you, do you like yourself? And you go, I never really thought about that. That's a question you need to ask yourself. I like me. There's a lot of things I would like to do better at. But do you like yourself first before somebody else can just even like you?
You can't allow someone else to find out who you are.
Exactly.
This job is for you. This job is for you and you alone.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like you said earlier, jumping around from date to date to date. Okay. I do see some benefit in small benefit. Like, I know what guy I don't want. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't like guys that did this.
Right.
Or I didn't like females that did that. But that still doesn't help you find out about who you are.
Like William stated, he never dated anybody before me because he was secure in himself and he didn't want to go out there and, do the wrong thing with the wrong person. And whereas I dated several guys, different genres, and through dating the different guys that I dated, I learned what I was willing to tolerate, what I liked, what I didn't like, and what I truly kind of wanted. I didn't put myself fully out there. I was honest with every guy I dated. I was like, this is me, take it or leave it. Point blank, period. Mm-hmm. And the ones who...
So you were still secure in yourself.
I was.
Because you didn't allow the guy to take advantage and try to take 100% control of the relationship because you knew, you didn't put a ring on it, so why are you letting you have 100% control of the relationship? That's what I got from, your stories. That you knew exactly who you were and what you wanted to be. So you still, in a sense, had to find out who you are, so that when you dated a guy, they're trying to make you something that you're not.
Right. I'm like, I didn't want to, example, I dated a guy who actually was a smoker.
Yeah.
And for me. It wasn't for me, Jesus.
It confuses me.
It wasn't for me. It was like, oh.
It just confuses me when I hear stories of guys and girls who make changes for temporary guys, for temporary girls in their lives. Me and Sierra had steadfast to what we are. We knew what we wanted, what we are. If you didn't like it, then, sorry for you. This is kind of how I am. Mm-hmm. What does that result in? Arguments, okay? That's where we butt heads. Mm-hmm. Then, later for another video, they would talk about what happens next in that situation. But for the most part, we stay steadfast with our. People are like, oh, we got an argument. I don't want to break up. All right, if y'all break up, then you know what? I don't think that y'all are supposed to be together. Period. They're like, oh, well, you're supposed to fight for your man. He's not your man. He's not your. He's not your girl. Hey, I mean, there's boyfriend and girlfriend. There's the relationship part of it. That's. How can I say fun part of it?
Yeah, you can say fun part of it.
Like, we were in a relationship, our job, basically in a relationship is to get to know each other and see if we're compatible. If I found things that I could not stand of Sierra, she smoked, she was too ratchet, she was too, I don't know the right PC word is. If I found something I didn't like about her, I would discuss that with her and say, or we would have slowly drift apart, or broken up.
Yeah.
Because that's not and when you date somebody, your job is not to try to change somebody. You say that for marriage.
That's the exact point.
You say that for marriage.
No, you don't. No.
That's when you when you get married, that's when you become flexible. That's when you what's the word? What's the C word? Compromise things. That's when you start sacrificing things. That's when you start being a man, a woman, a queen, a king. You start making changes so that you guys are more compatible for you. So you can create a household. So you can do the kids thing. So you can create, a family under God. That's when you become compatible. When you're dating, you're strangers. I don't get the whole, okay, we're together, this is my boo, so I don't normally cook, but for him, I'm gonna learn how to cook. I don't normally wash clothes, but I'm gonna wash his clothes for him. Where did that come from?
You playing wife and wife in the ring, man. Slow down. Pump your brakes.
So I guess a point of dating, date. Enjoy yourself, date. Find out who you are, what you like, but don't change for nobody just because, oh, I need to change so I can stay with him. No, that's not your job yet. You don't make compromises. You don't change who you are.
And the key point, and when I think the change is not the best word to use when you're married. It is compromise.
Yes,
that's the big C word. It's compromise. But when you're compromising, it's making you a better you.
Yes.
To be a better us together,
a family,
a kingdom,
king, queen, a husband, wife. All those
your
things,
little kingdom.
All those things come together,
right?
So that you could be, one family under God, and do your thing for Him and the kingdom, and then move on, and whatever.
Live your life as a testimony, baby.
Live your life as a testimony. Pass on whatever you learn, whatever lessons and stuff to your kids, and they pass it on to kids and kids and kids. Okay, so. It just frustrates me when I see that so many times in relationships. And, if you watch this and you feel some type of way, I'm sorry. That's not what it's supposed to be. You are strangers. You are people that are dating each other to find out if you are compatible, first of all. If there's something you cannot 100% live with, then that's not the person you're supposed to be with, okay? Oh, he's always making fun of me about something. It's not. I'm not playing around. I'm making fun of you. Wait a minute from this. Or she always smoking. Oh, every time I say about going to church, she doesn't come to church. No, that's not your job. You're not supposed to compromise.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Okay. Then as you grow, and it's like, all right, we are fitting together. We are compatible. There's some things we're not 100% compatible, but I can live with. Then you start moving towards fiance. Then you start moving to marriage. But for dating purposes, stop it, guys. Stop thinking that you're supposed to change for people. No.
Or stop trying to be married and you dating. Just date.